Namaste, Jai Bharat. There was a mine landmine blast somewhere along the line of actual control, between Pakistan and Bharat. That is not very clear. Most likely in Pakistan occupied Kashmir line of control. There was a mine blast and the soldier lost his life. He is martyred. This thing took place some time back. News in detail is not yet available, and in the meantime, the Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist outfit's branch, newly established branch, Resistance Front, TRF, what they call themselves, claims that they are responsible for it. Now, I do not know, or we cannot really either accept or reject the claim. They have the habit of wanting to take credit of all things which are connected to terrorism. But it may be, or it may be not. Nonetheless, this possibility always remains alive, exists, that given any opportunity or given any possibility of creating an opportunity, the terrorists would attack. That's the situation, that's what is going on. They are unable, or they are not doing anything just because they don't get a chance to do it, or they get a possibility, or they don't get a chance to create a chance. The moment they have this kind of possibility, they will go into their profession. These people in Pakistan are professional terrorists. There's no other way to describe them. I think the expression professional terrorism is accurate, because they don't do anything else in their entire life. I do not know what may be their education background, whether at all they have gone to schools or not. Some of them seem to have been very highly educated, maybe some of them are professionals even. But then the mindset is already set right in the madrasas, and which of course only develops into one direction which already had been predetermined. That is called determinism, already determined. So such people will only do this. So they can't do anything else, they don't know anything else. Even if they've studied something else, they now are out of whatever they have studied. The whole thing becomes waste. It's something like all thing gets waste. It's something like a high school graduate doesn't employ the algebra, whatever he studied in his life. This question people ask. I've seen many students asking. I've studied all the algebra in the schools. A square plus b square, plus all those things. With the brackets, sometimes square brackets, sometimes double brackets, and the lengthy algebraic expressions. And many times I've seen people wondering, I've studied all those things and I struggled to get through the examination and solving problems using really great solace at one time in our lives. And then where did I employ these things in my entire life? Different professionals I happen to see or hear asking the same question, where I have employed all these things in entire life. Of course, when such questions came to me, I answered in this manner. I said that, look, this is not that you have employed it somewhere. These exercises have sharpened your mind. These exercises kept your mind active. These exercises made your mind more sharp, which become useful for you to understand different things. So don't consider that all the algebra that you have studied, or geometry of course comes practically, otherwise all the algebra you have studied has gone waste and you have never used it. Yeah, you must have never used them directly, but you do not know how you have used them indirectly, because you already got your mind sharpened. Something like a knife, this example I used to give to them. Something like a knife. The more you use a knife, the more it gets sharp. The less you use, the more it gets dull. Your mind is also something like that. it should remain vibrant, and such exercises, though apparently have no immediate result in front of you, makes it functional more effectively. And what more you need, what more you expect from education? Maharshi Gautama in his Nyaya Sutra says, knowledge is that which affects the knower. Otherwise, it's only information. So to get things affected, you must have a vibrant mind. And that is facilitated by algebra. That's what I understand. My younger son, who is a neurosurgeon, when he was in class 3, asked the question to me, why should I go to next class? I study this, I write exam, I pass, and they went from class 2 to class 3. But I don't remember anything whatever I studied in class 2. Now again, the teachers asked me to study in class 3, long back when I was in school. And I'm sure after writing exam, I forget it. Then I gave him the same answer. All these things you think that you study are training your mind. You need not remember it. You need not to get an opportunity to use what you have studied. But it prepares your mind. You cannot sow seeds in an unprepared field. You have to make it fertile. Then only things will grow. Here, same process goes on in the classrooms. You do not know, you don't have immediate results, but then your mind is actually plowed and enriched with mineral fertilizers, etc. All these things, what you understand is waste or useless, are minerals and fertilizers of mind, which enables growth and development of things that you want to develop. Then, of course, I'll now talk to philosophers, and he went. Small boy, that time was in class 3. Beginning of class 3. So that is what the attitude people have. My question is, these terrorists, I don't know if at all they have attended schools, but their training must have an entirely different right from madrasas. They are taught with the purpose, they're created, they're programmed, they're wired, the minds are wired with the purpose of jihad. They're confident, and for them it is certainty that this life is not real life, the real life comes after that, and all the subsequent thoughts and programs and stories, narrations, etc. So they make such claims. But if it really is there, if it really is the case they are involved, then our Operation Sindoor is going on. What will my nation do? There is no saying. If they are right, or if it is something else, we don't know, because no official statement has come. It means no one really knows what must have happened, and investigations must be going on, obviously. The problem with Pakistan is terrorism had gone as an integral part of their society. Whom we call as terrorists are not terrorists to Pakistani society. They are a kind of war heroes, superheroes. The heroes, once long back I had an interview of that time, Parvez Musharraf. I don't know if that he was president or army chief. I think he was army chief those days. He talks about terrorism. He explicitly says, I remember his statements, both the hero Heji, they are all heroes. So this is the consideration Pakistani society gives to terrorists, whom we call as terrorists. They treat them as heroes. So they have such acceptability in the society. They have such freedom in their society. They have such monetary support from the society. Of course, terrorists get monetary support from different quarters, and they are capable of paying the Pakistan army to get more support. This is a situation. The TRF, who call us resistance friends, I don't know who are they resistant to, who do they want to be resistant to, who is invading them, who is disturbing them. They are the ones who create disturbances, innovations to others. So they call it as a resistant front, which is a branch, a new offshoot branch, that is Lashkar-e-Taiba in disguise. Many Islamic outfits I have seen politically, the moment they get they get banned, they change the name. They form a different organization. There's many people doing it. When some Pakistani channels are banned by YouTube, as I understand, and they simply start another YouTube with different names, disguise, all kinds of things. I don't really know much about it. Similarly, these people give all kinds of names. But this Operation Sindoor is just over the other day. And if it's genuinely, really, they have involved, then of course troubles are further invited. What more can I say? We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.